hand is doing, right? Nobody else asked, by the way. Thank you, Henry.
Takes a guy.
Yeah, right. Right. And it's easy to remember it's the balls in the hand because you make a picture of me holding my balls. And for Christ's sake, why do you have to go there? Okay, so I'm in the emergency room, waiting room, which I was there for 6.5 hours, so I was watching TV and I was watching NBC News. I don't normally watch NBC News, but it was on. They came up with the Wiener story. It broke the day before, right? I think it was on Shabbos. The whole damn thing broke, right? So they're reporting on it, and here was their headline was Congressman's account hacked.
Yeah.
It was an open and closed case, and they dismissed it like, it's who cares? You know, some hacker got into his thing, and like whatever, it can happen to anybody. Like dismissed. I'm like, really? How do you conclude that?
Yeah.
You know, whatever happened to like fair and balanced? What happened to like two sides of a story?
Yeah, all the MSN, they just reported Wiener side for the first few days.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
they were eager to just bury this story.
His account
they didn't
got
want to touch this story.
You know, I have a big.
Kept it alive.
I have a bigger problem. If his account got hacked, why didn't he go home and report it to the FBI? It's a federal crime to hack into a federal official's account. That's a federal offense. Right, but he didn't report it because here's why. The guy's not stupid. If you report the crime and it didn't happen, that's a federal offense.
Right.
It's a federal offense to make up, you know, to what do you call that? To lie to law enforcement. So he didn't want to be charged with anything. He couldn't report it. Even still, the fact that he brought that up and he said that there's a hacker turned this thing into a crime, and you know, it's like he should be ashamed of himself. He should resign in shame.
If he was a Republican, he'd resign.
That other guy, the guy with the shirt?
Right, I'm fun, fit, and classy. But if he was a Republican, he would have resigned. But because he's a leftist and a secularist, he's not a hypocrite because he doesn't stand for anything as far as a moral code. Right. So he can do anything he wants, just like Bill Clinton.
He's on Twitter right now.
No one ever accuses Anthony Weiner of being a hypocrite because he doesn't stand for a moral code, a transcendent moral code. If he was a Republican, the House Republican leadership would have told him, "You've got to get out of here. We don't want you." They told that one who sent the topless photo of himself. They said, "Clean out your desk by today. The end of work today."
Yeah, and it was like there was no story that lingered for 10 days.
But Weiner's trying to hang on because he has no shame. Because he's a leftist. Like I was telling my leftist girlfriend in 2009, who was really hot, and I banged the jeevas out of her. And I told her, you don't stand for anything.
That's really good. That was only 10 minutes.
You can never be a hypocrite. So, you know, as for me, like my every deed, my every word is governed by God's immutable, transcendent, eternal moral law.
That's true. You're the moral leader.
Exactly.
You know, so that's my biggest beef with Weiner is that he lied to me. And the thing that pissed me off probably the most of the whole damn story is, hey Brandon, how's it going? And the whole damn story was the way that
MSN,
NBC
they immediately
News
just bought his.
Said,
all the media did that.
Nishka feilach, no big deal.
I remember there was this woman who served the first President Bush for many years, and she worked in various jobs for him, and she was rumored to have had an affair, but there was no evidence ever presented. But when the Washington Post wrote up her career, an editor inserted the line that she served President Bush in various positions.
All right, well that's funny. Okay. All right. So
do you want to appeal for money?
So yeah,
are you done with that?
No, let's talk about money for a second. So D-Medic came through.
Yeah.
D-Medic came through.
High five.
High five for D-Medic.
May you blessed with sexy time.
and he produced a photo of himself on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on
Facebook.
Facebook. Why is that
I thought it was a photo of his.
Oh yeah, he tweeted a photo of himself actually. It was just his pants down.
Watching the show. You think he watches the show with his pants down?
Dude, he's giving money to us. Don't say anything more. Don't be stupid, okay?
He does.
I knew it. Yeah.
That's not a sin. Being hard for Torah is not a sin.
So here's the thing. He sets an example right now. He's everybody in the chat room. Take a look at D-Medic. He won't take offense. That's why we like D-Medic, because he doesn't take offense to anything. And you can trash
He's
the
when
guy.
he's on the upside of his bipolar cycle.
Yeah, no, you take his money, you trash him, right? And he still agrees with everything you say, and he laughs at everything. Okay, we like that. We like people who just totally kiss our ass, right? We're looking for some more. We're looking for more ass kissers. Who will come
Okay.
And give us money, all right? So like you're watching the show right now, you can't escape.
Pants down around your ankles.
While you got your pants down around your ankles,
Pull out your checkbook.
pull out, when you pull your pants back up, okay?
Where is he on
Reach
his
for that
cycle?
wallet and take that money out and put it in my PayPal, right? And then you can have what to say about our show. Okay.
So D-Medic says he's kind of like in the midline, the mid-range of his cycle right now. But whenever he goes from up to down or down to up in his cycle, he has to go to the mikveh.
I'm going to say a good portion of our audience is bipolar, so you're not. You're fine. And the rest are all suffering from Asperger's. So just listen to me, folks.
Oh, I got to tell you a story. I was at this Shabbos table and I said something inappropriate, and I said, "Oh, sorry, I've got Asperger's." And this like teenage kid right next to me said, "Oh, I've got Asperger's." And like he really did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
And
Because
like
that's part of the symptoms is they take everything seriously.
And like his parents didn't appreciate my crack.
No, I wouldn't. I would kick your ass out of the house. I would just say, get the fuck out of here, asshole. Okay, so there's that. So you have to. Here's what we're asking you to do. It's like right at the beginning of the month. Now's the time. Send us a check. You want to keep the checks coming every month at the start of the month. You know, it's a little for me, a little for Levy. Maybe you hate Levy. You want to shut him up. Maybe you want to hear more of his stories. Whatever. Send us the money. Tell us what you want. We're looking at. We're looking to score some big bucks, right?
Exactly.
You know,
We'll pretty much say anything you want.
Pretty much
not
say
anything.
We have no
pretty
scruples, right? We'll even send to Twitter a picture of Levy's.
Chas v'shalom.
All right, so that's it. And so everybody remember to give us money because it's really important. The show is not free. This is not free. Okay. Anyone who said that these things are free is wrong. Anything you want to add to the fundraising? Because we've talked about.
No, that was well put.
Okay. Now I want to talk about a thing real quick.
Yeah. You a Baal Tshuva, and where do you daven?
Yeah. Where have you ever heard those questions, Levy?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Like the way he said that. Like
I remember I was just putting on my tefillin, and this guy next to me, he was a Yerushalmi. He like looked at me. You know, we hadn't said anything, but he looked at me and said, "Are you a convert?" He could just tell.
That's the worst question.
You could just tell because, like, you know, the way I guess I was treating my tefillin. He's just like, "You're a convert," because they weren't like on, you know, exactly right, and I wasn't like too cut up about it.
All right, folks. If you one of the 613 mitzvahs in the Torah is that you're not allowed to two things. You're not allowed to remind a convert of his past. And you're not allowed. You're supposed to love the convert and treat them extra special, and not make them remind them of their past, not make them feel uncomfortable. So to go up to a convert and say, "Are you a convert?" shows them a disrespect, if that's true that they are, and it reminds them of their past. So, what the fuck is he asking that for? You should have said, "I don't know if I'm a convert or not, but you're an asshole." That's what I would have answered the guy. You're an asshole, and you and your Yerushalmi get up, you know. You win like, you know, gay Pride Week, you know, dress up day, but you're an asshole because you're not following the Torah, right? So there's that. So, you know, I went off on it a couple things. I wrote a note last week on Facebook. I said, you know, I quoted the Chavetz Chaim. I broke it down in English. I quoted the English book, right? And I said, you're not allowed to ask somebody if they're a BT. You're not allowed to say so-and-so's a BT. So-and-so went to a BT yeshiva. So-and-so's a Baal Tshuva. There's a bunch of Baal Tshuvas over there. You're not allowed to say that. That goes against, that's Lashon Hora.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people like they're ashamed to say where they went to yeshiva because everyone knows they're a BT.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have to say that. Where you went to yeshiva is nobody's fucking business. If you're a BT or not, or a convert or not, is nobody's fucking business. Where did your parents from, right? Okay, because this is my favorite one. Where do your parents? Where did you grow up? And what they really want to know, it's a covert way of asking you. Did your parents grow? Did you grow up? Did your parents live in a place where there's frummies or not? Because if they grew up in a place where there's no frummies, then I'm going to assume that you are Baal Tshuva because